Welcome to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway for the Porsche Sport Together Fest, and it's the first year of the Porsche Carrera Cup North America Series, and it's hit the ground and is running. And this weekend we get towards the second part of the series. We have a triple header round, one race today, Saturday at the IMS, and two tomorrow. And the format, I'm sure, is going to be a massive hit. It's going to be, certainly.
This is a new track. It is the fourth new track this year out of the 5 races we've done. For me, a little bit of learning, but it is a fairly simple track if you look at it from a track map.
On paper, the track looks pretty simple. It's flat, you can see everything really well, but it's very technical. There's some really, really slow areas. You have to be inch perfect. There's a lot of areas where you can use curves. You're fighting for every inch. Before qualifying, I already drank my Rhino and hitting the banana. You know, I'm old compared to these kids, so I gotta get all my nutrients.
Let me introduce you to my wife, Christina Potter, now Christina Gates.
Yeah.
We're happily married just about a week now.
Yeah.
I think it makes me faster.
We may end up going to pit lane. You get them?
Yeah, car setup's great. I'm kind of coming to terms with the track a little bit. Just in general, feeling all right. Have you driven here before?
No.
Yeah.
It's the first time ever even been to the track.
Yeah, same. It's a cool facility.
Oh yeah.
Definitely feels special.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely.
Could you imagine the atmosphere for a 500?
Oh yeah.
Welcome to Indianapolis Motor Speedway, another beautiful day. All the practice is done, the drivers are ready, the cars are ready.
Green flag is in the air as we're back at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, the second day rather of a triple header race weekend, but just this single qualifying session.
That was nice. They didn't call 1 minute. They didn't do anything. They just went starter, oh, green. That's why half the cars weren't running. Pit in for tires, pit for tires. Copy that, we can make a wing adjustment. We got 13 minutes remaining, 13 minutes, plenty of time.
I was really loose, really loose. So we added wings. We added 1 hole of wing and made a big difference. I mean, basically it gave me a lot more rear grip, of course, but also confidence and security in the car. We didn't test here. Everybody we're running with did test here, and I think we are noticing that that really would have helped. Because we've been making changes to the car, and in qualifying we made a change to the car and picked up half a second, which is one change, half a second. You're really not close to chipping away time. You're making big chunks. So.
Yeah, copy. You got a pair of 37s, and I think the 38.0 is going to stick for the third race or whatever. So we'll have to see where we end up for that one.
Yeah, you saw.
Yeah,
I don't know, was it half a second?
No, it's more. 7/10 right out of the box, second lap.
Yeah.
That's weird because you guys are opposite now.
Really?
Yeah, you took wing out and went better. He put wing in and went better. So he went to where you were.
Okay.
I think we need a win. I feel a win, so let's do it.
I'm just curious to see how this track unfolds as a racing circuit. As qualifying, it's pretty straightforward. It's all about the line. There's a lot of areas where I can envision passes happening. Let's see if it actually works out. I've got a couple ideas.
It's a long weekend. We got 3 races to go. This is only the start for the first race. Still 2 more races after this. 2 more races tomorrow. It's going to be an interesting run into turn 1. Long straight into the tightest corner that we're going to have. Yeah, really, really tight turn 1. So, thanks, dude.
Is the strategy to like stay out of the bottleneck? Like, is there any strategy going into that turn? Just trying to stay clean and not.
Well, I mean, you know, for sure, I think there's going to be some contact. Somebody's going to make contact with somebody else.
We've got 33 cars lining up to go out onto the grid, and it's just absolute tribute to everybody in this championship. The cars look fantastic. It's super close in terms of times. The Porsche pace car is going to lead them around, and I think this is going to be really very special indeed. Absolutely fantastic formation of these cars, side by side, nose to tail, waiting for the light on the starting gantry.
Green, 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 green. Go, go, go.
He's got his nose in front. They're halfway down towards the first corner, but he's going to be on the outside line. So if Seb Prio can keep it cool, keep it calm, and now he's suddenly gone up through the gears a little bit better. And in fact, one of the 311RS Motorsport cars, the red one, running a little bit wide down at turn 1.
The inside line got a really good run. They're behind the pole sitter, so they get the jump, and that line was a big toe. And the guy I was behind was kind of just sitting duck, and under braking, there ended up being some room there, so I went to the outside, and when we tried to go around the corner, it's a tight corner. Lost a bunch of positions there, kind of fighting my way halfway through the lap. One of the cars in front of me in the Pro-Am field tagged another one of the Pro-Am cars.
We've got a spinner at the back of the pack. It's silver and green. We've got it's number 17, silver green.
He kind of just slowly spun in front of me, and 3 or 4 more cars got on the inside there, so it's really on the back foot. Back, I don't know, I think all the way to 17th again.
So the race, I did play it a little bit safe. I wasn't sure, big speed. I kind of studied what people were doing. Just stayed on the inside. Basically, the 2 guys in front of me, they just both went major deep, and they weren't really even close to making the corner.
Metallic, dark blue and yellow. Now, mistake towards the end of that was out at turn 12, and Kai van Berlo was 3rd, became 4th, and very quickly became 5th.
We all got through there pretty clean, and then I just tried to stay on with the top 4 cars. So really the top 5 cars were running together pretty good. I never had any pressure from the rear, so I could really focus on the car in front of me.
But he's being caught, and possibly this lap going to be passed by the recovering Ryan Gates. Look out for car number 11, one of the 2 bright red entries from 311RS Motorsport. The better place of the 2 is the one in 5th place overall. That's Lee Keane, just behind the battle that's drawing the TV director's eyes. The battle for 3rd place. That's super close. By the way, Ryan Gates looking for his progress. His next target is Tim Pappas. It's about a 1/10 of a second between them. Tim is running in the Prime class, 2nd in the Prime class. Ryan Gates, who had that spin at turn 1, lap 1, is a pro runner, and he's hunting them down. They're a little more. The driver from Minnesota, I must say, looking at the spread of where people come from, it's about as continental as it can get.
Worked my way back up to 11th. No, I was at 10th. Was making a pass on one of the Pro-Am guys. Still working up through the field. Slid across. It was either hit him or go to the inside and avoid him. And in that process, slid across the marbles and back in the Bermuda grass again. Yeah, I think it's good to be pushing the limit. You know, this is a new track for me, so a lot of stuff I didn't know. Fine to push the limit here and there. Today, I'm sort of glad it got out of the way.
keeping an eye out to see the progress of Ryan Gates. He's not yet got past the leading Pro-Am car, but he's getting closer and closer. Ryan Gates still behind Efren Castro. And it looks as though the margin is going to stay pretty much as it was at the start of the lap. It might even go out to 5 seconds. It matters not. With the maximum points, he could win by half a second if that was all that was required.
No, I'll take it. It's good. Like I said, the kid just checked out. The Canadian kid chased as hard as he could. We got a good spot out of that.
I don't think much of it. I made some mistakes out there, trying to be aggressive at the start. Sometimes it pays off, and this time it didn't.
I don't know if I make any changes to the car, so try to do some homework.
No, I had a 37.7, 37.8, and then a
38.2, right?
38.3.
So we started on scuff tires. Tomorrow we start on stickers for both races because we only used one set of our sticker race tires. Other teams, I believe, used more. So a little bit more of an advantage there. Tomorrow looks pretty good. It's going to be cool in the morning.
So what is it now? It's day 2? What is it, Sunday?
Day 2, yeah. I wash my gear after each run. I get a little sweaty. So fresh gear this morning. 2 races today. Look at that. They do 42-minute tech talks. We do 3-minute tech talks.
It's a little more detail.
Imagine if we had 42 minutes of tech talks during the weekend.
I don't think anybody would watch it.
Nope.
Well, you're starting right next to me. I'm excited about that.
That's going to be fun.
We're on the 3rd row, right next to each other. I was a skateboarder, yeah. No, I skateboarded a lot. My signature move was double kickflip.
Double kickflip?
Yeah, I always over-rotated my kickflips. So I just said, screw it.
I was stairs, big, like jumping down stairs. I could do a kickflip, shove it.
What's your best trick downstairs? Ollie?
Just a big ollie.
How many stairs?
13 stairs.
13 stairs?
13 stairs.
Into the double digits.
Into the double. Yeah.
Jesus.
And I did it first try, and then never tried it again.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
I was done.
Yeah, I went to their wedding, and we were at the Minnesota State Fair, which is the best fair in the world. And Elisa saw corny, this little game, I don't know, carnival game, and came home with it.
Now he travels around.
We did get some photos last night sent to our phones. Got this about 2:30 a.m. Here's Lou.
Yeah, you know the blue steel and Magnum?
Yeah.
Lou's got the smolder.
It's called the smolder? Oh. Oh, he's like half asleep, but standing up.
He's angry, he's happy, he's drunk. The smolder.
You guys gotta wear them.
Right now?
Today.
Okay.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Feeling ready. Starting 6th, Lee's P5. We'll be next to each other. I'm on the outside, so looking for a little bit of a better start this time. I won't be trying to go around the outside of another guy. So feeling good, ready to go. We got some good rest last night.
You guys side by side?
Yeah.
Good luck.
Hey, good to see you, man.
Yeah, good to meet you.
Yep, that was exciting.
It was so funny.
Have fun, man.
Thank you.
I'm really proud of you.
Thanks, Dad.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
To the front, to the front.
So hello everybody and welcome along to this 3rd and final day as we are standing by for the middle of 3 races. Slightly overcast today as the cars roll off. We'll talk to Bruce about yesterday's race in a moment, but let's have a look at the grid for today's action. It's Lee Keane in 5th position on the inside of row 3. He's got his teammate Ryan Gates alongside him, both running for 311RS Motorsport. Green flag is in the air, hugging the pit wall, the Multimatic pole sitting car of Seb Priaulx. He's got Kai van Berlo following him down, but it's a jump to the front. Lee Keane sitting in behind Kai van Berlo. That's your top 5 as they go onto the infield here at Indianapolis on the almost 2.6 mile infield circuit. It does use the infield hairpin.
First couple laps were good. They stayed out of trouble. Now they're nose to tail. Let's see how it progresses.
RS Motorsport cars, we had Lee Keane ahead of Ryan Gates, and I felt there was a bit more speed in Gates, but over the last 2 laps, Lee Keane has proven me very wrong indeed. He is the closest driver to the pace of the front 4, the Flying 4 juniors.
Kai van Berlo! Oh, this is huge for the championship, Bruce Jones. Van Berlo, 4-way flashes on, he's had a spin.
Wheels are falling off Van Berlo's wagon at this point.
Yeah, he hasn't had a good stint, that's for sure. This is the time to attack, and hopefully we can stay in the mix and not get walked away.
In 3rd place, Riley Dickinson dropped a little bit further back, and Lee Keane might be the one to benefit here. He will pull out of the slipstream. Riley Dickinson goes towards the pit wall to make it as difficult as possible. Keane will come back to driver's left, and that means that Dickinson can't cover him off there. They'll go side by side into turn 1, and behind them, off of the runoff area, Ryan Gates is trying to get in on it. That's the second of the red 311RS cars. And another car moving slowly. It's one of the GT silver cars.
Oh dear, and we've had
it's Alexandra Mermerino, who's it is actually. My apologies.
He arrived on the straights, but not in the orthodox style, John.
Come on, get to the right, dude. Get to the right. Go full course, man. Come on.
Oh,
full course.
Yellow, double yellows are out.
They were a little late calling the caution on that one. It was a pretty dangerous situation.
Onto the infield before they open up through the left-hander at 13. This is where he went last time. Seb Priaulx almost giving him a bit of a bump draft there and wasn't quite as awake as he was the last time round. And Riley Dickinson might be the one here. TJ Fisher's having a look at Ryan Gates. He's got down the inside before the yard of bricks. The silver car with the red front. Oh my goodness, it's Priaulx being turned around by Dickinson. Priaulx goes around the man who was looking to consolidate the championship lead, and Dickinson's taking him out. Into the pit lane for Riley Dickinson. There's the drive-through. No doubt about who's going to take this victory. Claim the top spot on the run down from the green flag to the first corner. He's now, Parker Thompson closes up on the championship leader as he comes to the line in the number 9 car with Lee Keane for 311RS Motorsport in second.
Ryan almost got third, huh? He's so
He's
close.
just a restart. Something went wrong. He went left to look or something.
Yeah.
And TJ went right up the inside of him, like in the turn.
Yeah, I saw it.
Awesome job.
Man, Ryan was almost third. Great. Well done. How was it for you? That's all right. You're learning.
Hey, you too, man. Right there.
There's a lot of stuff happened in front of us. We were right there to take advantage of it. The car was pretty good. I still think we can tweak it a little bit more, but the best finish for the team, second, fourth. Ryan had a great battle for third. Basically, we almost got a double podium, so that's really, really awesome. So yeah,
That was a fun one.
right. Pace was good.
Make some noise for Parker Thompson!
There it is. Got a brick on it too.
Here for this final race of the weekend, which has, as we thought, had thrown in quite a lot of curveballs to the championship. Bruce Jones has been alongside me all over this weekend. We'll give you the grid rundown in just a few moments' time.
The 2-4 finish, that was cool.
For sure.
I still got that feeling for that P1 now.
It definitely can happen.
I'm feeling it.
Second is actually only one place away from first.
That's true. That's true.
We are ready to go racing for the final time of asking this weekend for the Porsche Carrera Cup North America. It's a very long wait before we get the green flag, but we are racing, and it's a much better start from Sebastian Priaulx at the front of the field. He'll have to defend as Parker Thompson in the red and white Porsche tries to go around the outside. Surely that is not going to stick. They're going to try and tough it out side by side. Parker Thompson, well, that's very, very honest and respectful racing, possibly too respectful from Sebastian Priaulx. Big defence on the left-hand side of the track from Lee Keenan, the 311RS Motorsport car.
Out of this very well indeed with his chief championship challenger, Kaivan Berlo, back at the tail of the field in this, having crashed out of the previous one. Talking of crashes, Effin Castro's just come out of turn 14 and he's thumped his car into the wall on the outside, so no points for him, and I presume we will have some form of caution to clear that up.
It's going to take forever. Yeah. It's a Zamboni. Fairly wild on the restart. I expect to have yet another incident, so be aware. Okay, both of you be ready.
Let's get this restart underway.
Green, 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 green. Go, go, go.
Down and off he goes. Flicks down through the PDK box. Gets a great restart. Here comes Riley Dickinson. Oh, we've seen this story before. Down into the first corner. Seb Priaulx kicking up the dust on the pit wall side of things.
Seb Priaulx's into the lead of the race now. Riley Dickinson's into second, Lee Keen's into third, and Kai van Berlo suddenly is starting to sense he could get a top 3 position in this. The odd one out in the grouping is Lee Keen, whose next birthday will have 39 candles on his cake. Certainly his age, no problem at all in terms of the racing. There he is in the 311RS Motorsport entry, holding off Kai van Berlo, the driver who really had a fantastic winning streak between rounds 2 and round 6. But he's held him off one more time down into turn 7 at the end of that infield straight, and in turn, even though Dickinson's very close to Prio, Prio has still got the nose of the Multimatic liveried car in the lead of this race. In the background of the shot, Lee Keen going from one side of the track to the other. You can almost not see van Berlo, not because of the dust, just because he's so close behind. So Keen's got the inside line going to turn 1, a bit more speed carried by van Berlo, but there won't be an outside line. Maybe the undercut can go the other way. Oh no, Keen's driven that very well indeed. And
holy crap, how's this working?
Towards Parker Thompson, there may be a change of position. Parker's up to still in 9th place in the pro class, but he's only 2 positions behind. Oh, van Berlo makes the move. Well, thought about it. I didn't think he was going to go.
Hit him. Fucking hit him. Fucking hit him back.
Just as they come out onto the start-finish straight, onto the main straight, it's going to be Prio by, under half a second from Dickinson up to 3rd place. Into 4th place, Lee Keen losing out on that final lap, so important position changes, a few points.
Van Berlo gave him a little bump and run and got by. He was in 3rd.
Really a lot of bumping and grinding going on. Yeah. Last lap just got a little bump from behind in the carousel, just enough to move me out the way. Actually, it was on the rack stop to not spin, so I was happy to not spin. Just gave me a good bump in the rear. Just really good racing. I kind of moved him off the outside of turn 2, so it's give and take. I mean, he's really good, Van Berlo, so he gave me just enough. And I was already a little bit crossed up, so he just gave me that extra bit. So it was a good move, it was clean.
The team did a great job, gave us some great cars. Onto VIR and Road Atlanta, 2 of our favorite tracks, 2 that I've been to. Cheers to that.
With our champagne.
I'll say if you like what you're seeing, click subscribe, thumbs up. It helps.
He says that like 5 times a video. And I'm like, I don't need this. Like, we'll put it at the end once.